Assalamu alaikum, Boka. You welcome back. Welcome back to the Yellow Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. And happy New Year to you guys, our listeners. It's been a while since we had the Gambia football show. Um, and this will be the first one in 2025. I think it's been almost a month since we last recorded the show, but we are back. And as usual, I have my my co-host co-chair joining me, and Buba Jallo, a regular, and Hamadi Kebe, Space TV guys. Welcome back to my guy New Nalen. It's been a while since we recorded. Che, maneko Happy New Year. Nu fa deme.
Chama, jërëjëf wish you the same di la ziar di la ndokkeel di la ñaanal di ko ñaanal ñëpp muy buuba muy space ñi ñoo seetaan suñu audience yi suñu fans all over the world di leen ñaanal ati naataange at bu ànd ak xewal jàmm wërsëg bu bare ndam nag ci football di Gambia dina dem kanam dina yokku parce que loolu moo ñu boole ñun ñëpp fii together xam nga gars yi fa dem to higher heights di woo gars yi tamit namoon nañ leen di jégalu tamit
Namoon nañ leen.
yéexa li ñu ñëw waaye tamit we are all human beings sometimes tamit xam nga dañuy need break because ñu ngi woon si holiday season xam nga caawa ngi busy côté buwa ngi busy côté spisa ngi spis mu ngi busy man tamit waxi noppi so I believe na ñoom nañ understand xam nga leen jaajëfal bu baax a baax di leen asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatullahi taala wa barakaatu
waaw nii neen la waaw comme noo ko waxee rek di jégalu bu baax a baax even today sax ñu ngi waroon a start like 10 o'clock 10 o'clock my time ñu ngi waroon a start 1 o'clock Gambian time but yaa ngi gis ñëw neen ba it's about 1:45 leen doog a start nii because of sometimes they difficult pour xam nga bring everything together sometimes some technical things tam happen si diggante bi but we are back and Buba welcome back bro nama naa la gëj na ñëw déggoo nu fa demee.
Wow, Chama, mala nuyu di nuyu Hamadi di nuyu Che di nuyu tam ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi dali topp programme bi ak ñu ko war a dali seetaan si kanam tuuti wala ëllëg parce que nekku ne ñëpp dañuy mën a am jot bi pour seetaan live bi wante ñu bari dañ di dal di topp programme bi di nuyu tam ñu kale biir YouTube ak Facebook ak Twitter di ko dal di seetaan di dal di nuyu ñëpp di leen dal di ñaanal jaama fan bu gudda at mucc bu rafet weeru koor bu noo dal di yoot ni yàlla ñu ko fekkee at yu bare bari tam yàlla njàng ñu tam sum jaamu yàlla itam jërëjëf bu baax a baax caama
léegi tey weeru koor bi dugal ba pare de 1 month si kanam rek ñu dóor space moom yaa ngi ko gis te yaram bi neexut but ba léegi xam nga he bàyyil everything pour mu ñëw xam nga rek xam naa af leen nama so he is back here space nuyu naa la bro yaa ngi baax naka yaram bi space yaa ngi mute
waaye Mr Chama waaye nuyu naa la bu baax a baax di nuyu Che di nuyu suma boss Buba di leen jaajëfal ak képp koo xam ne ñoo déglu maa ñoo seetaan di leen ne gën nañ koo am waaye sant yàlla tey moom am nañ ko waaye it's good to be back anyway
jërëjëf waaw suma gaa ngi laajte Moustique mu ne naka Chama you are okay it's been a while we don't see you waaw ma ne gëj ngeen maa gis nag it's been a tough period for me. I would say end of year. It was not easy at all on my side. One thing was because of work. It was very busy. My work. I did not even have a New Year holiday like many people. So I've been working throughout that period. And then another thing, I was sick also. I had some illness. I had 2 different sicknesses actually during that period. It was really tough time, but Alhamdulillah, I'm fine and I'm back. See, I space again. Time fever. Si jamono fever la nekk. Saka December bi nii daf dee bari fever yu sew yi daf dee bari xam nga daf dee ñëw. But Alhamdulillah, we are all doing well. So we are back. And the Gambia football show is back, which is wonderful. We have we have just gone past another interesting year of football in Gambian football. In 2024, in place with second African Cup of Nations. In 2024, we also played the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Unfortunately, it did not go to plan for the Gambia. And then you look at the other aspect of the game, transfers, some important transfers of Gambian players moving to top clubs in Europe, happen during 2024, and in 2025 that hopefully dina continue nonu. There's a lot to discuss in terms of Gambian football in 2024. So today show bi dañ ko jagleel pour recap on 2024 Gambian football, what our assessment of Gambian football in 2024. But ñu gis nañ ne tamit just at the end of this year, the start of this year, we had a very, we had a sad news. We lost a Gambian legend, Wande Njai, one of the great Gambian goalkeepers. I watched an interview of George Loba sometime. George Loba is one of the greatest Gambian goalkeepers. One time I was watching his interview and he was talking about Wande Njai as being his inspiration to become a goalkeeper. I did not have the opportunity to watch Mande. One time was time George Lawon, but a lot has been said about Wande, and Abuba Jallow definitely interview with mom, a top legend of Gambian football. And if you used to follow the Kampebi show we used to do on Twitter on Friday nights, he used to be there sometimes. And then he's very very down to earth person, very humble guy. And then mom len lost on recently Barki Demba si weekend bi la ko guy lay to rest, which is very very sad for Gambian football because he's such a big massive legend of Gambian football. So I will go to Buba Muhammad the opportunity to conduct an interview with him to tell us a little bit more about Wande. Yalla suuf seeda si ko am daal. Buba, what can you tell us about Wande? And now, please, you can also share your sense of condolence and use this opportunity to tell us a little bit more about him. You know him very well.
Wow. Digala, ku nekk like dafa xar bisam wante ne comme ni wéetal ñu torop parce que ne Wande like ku xamoon football la ku bëggoon football la because lu ma jaaxaloon si football rek dama ko doon laajte because mu ngi door di play in the late 70s bu play si 80s play ba 90s wala moo dugg fu nga xam ne mooy Angleterre ba pare jaar na si coaches yu bari moom moo isi ñoom Badembo Touré moo isi ñoom Moussa Badiaha moo isi ñoom Assis Score moo isi players yu bari jamono bu nga xam ne mu ngi woon national team bi boole si loolu tam isi players yu bari tam Real de Banjul ñoom Idrissa Sonko ak ñeneen jaar neen si loxoom buñ jaaree si loxoom bu ñëw tam jëlaat ñu tam uufaat ñu tam ñu nekk ay xaleem man bu uuf ma def ma doomam like si dee bi dinañ mën a wax 3 times si dee bi ba last time ma waxee moom sax mu ne ma ne raka dama bëggaat suma history nga bindaat ko mu ne ko ne oncle yaa ngi challenge because man am na interview ak yow 6 hours interview sa jabaru wax ñëpp wax so mu ne ma bindaat ko mu ne ma ñëw raka bindaat ko rek nekkate woo loolu mu ngi nekkoon taago wante ne tam di jéem a jaajëf ñu nga xam ne jàppañeen si dëj bi mooy ñoom Habib Fall ñoom Real de Banjul ñoom Walidaan parce que ne Walidaan ak Real de Banjul rivalry bi si picc bi lam si gannaaw picc bi maga raka ñoo fa dal di nekka so duñ mën a lim ñëpp nag wante ku nekk xam nga fan na nga dal di taxaw ba ngeen gis ne nu ngi ko waroon a suulee ak lu mu waroon a def yëpp mootali nañ ko woon because si dëj bi gisee ne fa Mbay Gey Fay te moom xariti baan bi la woon Wande Njaay te ñu woon ne fa foog naa daal ñu waroon a teewee si dëj bi yëpp teewee ne fa foog naa loolu tam dina seedal lu nga xam ne mooy xalam kon ñu ngi ko jaalee système muy Umi Njaay muy Gas Njaay si magam muy bun ak ñoom Pa Samba Real di Banjul di ko jàlle daal fraternité Real di Banjul trop because bu wonoon ñëw xale laa woon jamono boobu so one day moo téye suma loxo jaral ma place yu baree bari teral ma lu baree bari bàyyiloo ma lu bari tegtal ma lu bari ba pare tam like joxoon na ma lot of contacts ba nga xam ne su ma demee rek mañe la ne Wande Njaay moo ma boole yow rek dañ dee mën a ubbi sa gir ba pare tam ku toppoon sport la wante tam ku toppoon suma programme ku toppoon suma développement wax dëgg yàlla lu moo tax mënumaa ñëw taagee tiis boobu parce que xam nga nit su la jegee tam doo mën a ñëw taagee tiis boobu wante daal like lu ma mën a wante daal ñëpp ñu nga xam ne jàppaneen si di dal di jaale jabaram muy Kuma Njaay ak doomam ñu dal di bàyyi gannaaw bàyyi na ñetti banta ñu ngi dal di ñaan yàlla tam ñu tam yàlla sàmmaleen yàlla aar leen fu gaay mun a éega tam éega wante daal ku laayoon biir si biir Africa ku laayoon biir si biir bitim réew ku laayoon biir tam si biir London te foog naa ne tam loolu la niki seede loolu la niki dal di wax kon fu mu dal di tëdda yàlla ko yàlla may yërmande yàlla ko yàlla may am dina bu ñu naan dal di kowe ak ñu fa fekk ñëpp parce que ne moromam bariwutoon amoon na ñoom George F Gomez ñoom Wande Njaay léegi ñoom Tidiane Cissé ñi nga xam ne fekkee neen football du na leen football te mun nañoo explainal xale yi football kon ñooñu su suñu wet foofu Gambia bariwum kon daal ñàkk nañ ko trop wante ne foog naa ku si dinaa mag si ñun foog naa léegi su ma jumutee mooy Idrissa Sonko parce que ne Wande dafa jëloon boy si bari uuf leen ñun ñëpp ñu nekkoon benn nag ñoo xam ne moom moo nekkoon ñun suñu kilifa so moom den doon dal di déglu suñu bàyyiloo lii si waxin ñu bàyyi ko suñu bàyyiloo lii si lu nekk daal moom den doon dal di jël ndigal te yaakaar naa ne tam Idrissa Sonko tam nu uufee woon moom tam dina continuer uuf boobu parce que ne foofu la ñoom Baba Demba nekkoon foofu la ñoom Assis Kor nekkoon foofu la ñoom Kémo Cissé nekkoon ñoom Ibou Sila ay ndongo yu bari woon ñu ngi woon si daara Wande Njaay di dal di jànga because ma la ko waxee rek even su ma dem Cameroon so ma ne ko ne oncle maa ngi dem Cameroon ma ne ma ne nii at nii la mbale leen so lu nekk rek amoon na answer to Gambian football si modern day football bi ak si past generation bi kon daal nu ma ko waxee Chama di dal di jaajëf ñëpp ñi nga xam ne jàppaneen si te du ko dal di ñaanal ak ñu fa dal di fekk tam di leen dal di ñaanal parce que wétal nañu trop because like he was a very humble man musuma amam almost 10 years man si ronam musuma mere musuma wax lu dara lu dul di ma dal di ñaanal di ma dal di teg si yoon kon kooku suñ ko ñàkkee kon ñàkk ne lu rëy a rëy daal.
Definitely. So let me go to Che. Che, you as an upcoming goalkeeper because yes, when you were growing up, you wanted to be a goalkeeper, and then the great Gambian goalkeepers look up to Wande Njaay. Go hey, George Loba, man, on interview and be man. I look up to George Loba because growing up, he was one of my legends in Gambian football. But so said the mom, he looked up to this guy who was a wonderful goalkeeper according to him. What can you tell us about him as a goalkeeper?
Chama, amanika Yunus Manjal, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Di ko ñaanal ko yàlla xale ajana am nga ñu fa fekk ñëpp comme nako bo waxe ñu bari si history man personally nak xawma ko waaye nak his name is a household name in the Gambia. Taw sa parent sax nga toog ngay la yu Wande xam nga xamuloo ko bot yaa ngi dégg trop because of liggéey bu mu fi liggéey la li mu fi bàyyi understand nga so loolu rek Chama loolu dafa ko toppa wéy bu dul fay la moo tax dafa baax nga liggéey loo xam ne léegi si biir da nga fee des dem na jëm bi dem na waaye mu dina fi des ala kulli xaal dina fi des te dëj bi wane na ko ñi ma gis si nataal ñi ñëw macha allah wala ne kii dëgg he's a true legend xam nga dee moom du ñaaka ñu ñëpp dañu ñu ñëpp bés bu la ñoo xaar understand nga waaye di ñanal faale ñu am xol moom fu mu ko boo waxee xam nga waaye dëgg like it's a big miss for Gambian football understand nga it's a very very big miss waaye comme lu wax rek I cannot talk much about him because I don't know him personally understand nga but yeah his name is a household name in Gambia.
Definitely a household name in the Gambia. Space yow ya nga nekk si campé bi léegi-léegi mu ñëw foofu noonu léegi-léegi aal ci ko sax mu ne ko dugga si nga ñëw wax bro xam nga and he was very humble dafa ñëw dugga si waxtaan ak nit yi foofu noonu very down to earth. Gambia has really lost a legend. What can you say about Wande Njie, yeah, like Space?
Yeah, Mr. Chama, nuyu naa leen once again. Comme ni ko Che waxee rek man tam to be honest xaw ma ko seetaanu ma ko booy man tam xale laa woon man tam ñu ma jot a xam mooy ñoom George Lova ak ñoom Bademba Touré but again fu ma ko xamee mooy suñu campagne bi léegi-léegi mu dugg si comme ni ko waxee mu advice du wax si wax ay kàddu yu rafet so man si laa ko xam ak lu ma déggee jaloore comme ni ko doon Che waxee lu mu daan def si ligue bi xam rek ak si national team bi. But again, I don't have much to say about him. Di ko ñaanal rek comme ni ko gars yi ñëpp waxee yàlla xaaree ko àjjana te ñun mu yéexee ñu est-ce que utam rek pour ñuy waxtaanee suñu lijjan yoo xam ne des normes pour ñoo xam ne comme ñu ngi ñëw ëllëg ñu mun a xam ne comme lii moo kii lii la defoon ak yooyu so again maa ngi koo ñaanal rek yàlla suuf si la si kawam.
Yalla suuf seeda si kawam no leen ko waxee but we move on and we also have another tragic incident si Gambia last week. Fortune player bi we were discussing that off camera. Like unfortunately for them play Fortune make his debut for Fortune and then everybody was excited about that and then see after game he happens to have an accident and then am for no eye issues. What can you tell us about the latest on that space?
Mr. Chama, nekk na mbir boo xam ne to be honest métti na trop it's so sad because man bés moo dugga bés moo make table tam sa may woon ci stand si gannaaw xam nga ñu ngi ko yuuxu ñu ngi ko oo xam nga he was smiling xam nga mi ngi over kontaan ba xam nga mbiri yàlla rek not knowing ne comme lii moo ko ñëw dal si xam nga balaa the following day dégg naa according to stories lu ñu expérience comme ne bu ñu ñibbee kër xam nga so daf dem génnaat again pour xam nga I don't know dem somewhere else so si la an accident si yoon bi xam nga yàlla def lu moo def xam nga but he is doing fine dellu na si kër bi xam nga rek he's having a proper treatment. Fortunately doing everything to make sure that he is fine, he's in a good condition. Inshallah, dina del si wat back métti na nag di masawu family ak ay Fortune FC ak fancy Fortune yi amoon ak ñëpp ñoo xam ne nga comme dem nañ fa so nañ love ak yooyu àdduna moom lu yàlla di def moom doo ko dee xam so aj na yàlla def def na lu génn xam nga ne nañ ko ñaanal rek mu wér mu del si waat
yeah. Che, you want to add anything on that?
Wow, Chama, just sad news. Understand that because Mohammed, I knew him personally, small dollar. I knew him since 2019 when I was at Red Hawks. He was a player by then. No play Red Hawks. My friend, he was one of the star players during the under 17. He was playing alongside Neko Minte. Understand? He was one of their best players. He was playing number 8 in the team. Understand? Amul yaakaar si Gambian football amul yaakaar because from a very very early age nga xam ne kii the talent is there, kii star understand
Potentially.
so since boobu ne I have been calling him nag but unfortunately mun ma ko am bokk na si suñu demoon Nigeria he was in Nigeria for like 2-3 years at HB mu ñëwaat last year la ñëw bu mu ñëwee first time daf ma call ne ma bro bu mu noon dem airport maa ngi fa woon loolu yóbbu ma ko but I was there mu ñëwee mu call ma even bi nekk dafa naan call di check si lu ma nekk bu mu ñëwee fa ñu first thing mu call bro accident nakam yaa yeggul nii rasa nga wax seet waaye man bi ma busy schedule ba léegi mu ñu gisante si mu ñu seet si waaye dañ gisante si park several times he played for BK City Asabula Giants. He had a good nawetan. He was even nominated he was even part of the nominees of the best players in the nawetan. Understand? He scored one of the best goals because he scored free kick like almost 50 yards free kick score this year in the nawetan. Space on the understand? $1 definitely $1. The saddest part, I've been calling him, but I could not reach him these days. But now try them. It's a very very sad news for me.
Yeah. yeah, hopefully they will take care of him, and then dina recover from this. It's not the end of the world. Hopefully he will have the proper treatments in there, and then to namuna recover and then come back, because we have seen players come back from this kind of injuries. I know it's very difficult in the Gambia, but you can nyana rek, hopefully will come through this and then become a better player, inshallah. So we move on to discuss about 2024. No, go ahead. 2024 is the main agenda. We have to look back at 2024. Nakalas in 2024 in terms of football in Gambia, because go ahead, the Gambia football show. So we have just ended a year of football. So let's look back and recap what transpired in 2024. But we start with our own individual experiences before we talk about the Gambian football in general. I will start with Buba. Buba, what were your highlights in 2024 in terms of football? As Buba Jallo, journalist, what were your highlights?
Well, chama ma ye tani de tay only 12 lek la wante fok na fatana lu bari she cause of the year borom mani 12 months siro mani wante fok na suma highlights moy dine the open market pour agency at scout de dal li ñew am trials, time bu won real de banjul ñore isi scout si bi ay bu taxasi rip wante ne legi ni gis nañ ne basically like the number of scouts you fly into the country at agency, the one exhibition of football lolu dal luma marqué la tam lu nga xamne dal man ko rafetlu be pare gis nañ ne sa won si at bu SB tam sa fofu la unique global tam jëlé gis nañ scout si tam this particular week tam sa ñu ngi ñëw tam si fortune at body bi tam isi yenn scouts tam yu jógee si ñu jógee Norway. So loolu daal foog naa loolu is a good plus tam ba pare tam lu ma jàngoon tam lu bari o lu ma marqué woon mooy ni tam the number of transfers mun na am sa su gaay demutee 5 top leagues in Europe or the 7 top leagues, wante ne dinañ mun a jege to their potential because of ne like this coaching course gaay def Gambia muy si lancing bi lancing manama fu ne be legi coach ci seen bopp ñoom dañ war a dem dal di jàngi ji, because soo xoolee example Chama yow da nga toj school football play nga nawetaan ñëw nga zonal fat dem nga Hawks, wante ne yow sa that 5 years bi ba sa 10 years bi loolu playulo football real football academy football, you understand? So defee that jump daf la dee affect, loolu moo tax daf dee mën a feeñ ne say suñ play si suñ génnee loolu moo tax ba da moo si mu ngi struggle léegi nii na dafaa des Belgium ndax du des Belgium gis nañ Buba Sané because xam ne ne Denmark as a defee na nga solo physicality, wante ne what about soo génnee Denmark nga dem Belgium nga dem Ligue 1 nga dem Bundesliga bi, you understand? So that loolu tam daf ñu dee disturb, wante foog naa ne tam daal is a successful year la, wante ne tam failure baa dinaa dal di bari ifi ne am nen under 17 bronze am nen under 20 bronze, wante léegi tam nen xoolaat na jéego yu ñu war a jël na jël nañ jéego yooyu tam, you understand? Ndax really look nen forward, because maa ngi jàppane as much as ne tey only 12 la man doon jàppane like the coach Jonathan McKinstry fay bu mu dal di duggee woon mu doon dellu teewoo si liggéey man doon yaakaar ne tey at bu es bi mun naa am dafa teel de, wante ne tey tam fekkoon na tam mu doon dal di jox loolu because den soxloon a special update from the ministry, from the federation, from the government, ñu wane ñu digga fulal nañ ñu football, because fun bàyyeekoo foofu leen war a jënaa bil. So as far as ne am nañ some small success, wante foog naa ne tam success boobu tam muy ñaari bronze medals yooyu at si school football bi tam waru fa dal di doylu, wante tam ñu xool internally tam lan den soxla tam pour ñu dem to the next stage, because loolu suñ ko defutee tam danoo amal another failure tam si 2025 wante ne foogoon naa ne tam coach bi bu mu ñëwoon lu mu doon def foogoon naa ne tànk yooyu itam la doon expect si moom because of the local talent, the local product. Because so nekkee journalist, a Gambian football journalist or a football journalist in Gambia, it's not about the international coverage, body cover. Wanted the local product, more the league B. You understand? League B, first division B, second division B. Because fofu la ñoom Sabaro jógee foofu la ñoom Steve jógee Gambia play buy play si bëti if muy tollo foofu la gars yi dal di jógee ñoom overcall fu la ngaa jógee so loolu leen war a dal di promote so as much as ñu ngi promote loolu tam so then the federation is putting much emphasis the government because yenn saa da ngaa xool biir Kama United biir West Coast region seen zonal tournament bi wala seen nawetaan bi sax moo dee dina organise yaa ngi naan moo dee dina organise wala ñoom yuuna ñoom APS organise nawetaan Busumbala Lamin ñoo dee dina organise because of the publicity you know the publicity because ñun journaliste su ñu amutee publicity bu baax rek duñ mun a jaay league bi duñ mun a jaay football bi yaa ngi naan is the football bi fa dal ni is a car bu lam dal de em kii dem tàccul kaba kii tàccul kaba kii tàccul kaba kii tàccul kaba is progress we are growing wante ne like soo ko xoolee like the real stuff pour bu éega pour nga jaay ko si biti loolu ñun see struggle kon is a responsibility of the because moo ko waxee woon like teams yu ñëw nii ñoom ñuy the game changers ñoom ñu ne global ñoom DST Galaxy ñoom TMT because ñooñu ñu ngi dugal xaalis ñoom Real di Banjul ñu ngi dugal xaalis wante nekkul di génn xaalis directly si league bi so the government the ministry the federation at all the state holders tam ñoo war a ñëw push suñ football bi tam pour ñu mun a dal di ñaaka amaat failure si at bu es ñoo dal ni
Yeah, definitely. So, like, you have written a lot of articles in 2024. I know this is on the spot question, but if you like, so many choose one which have a huge impact. See, Adby, which one would you say was your favorite article, Bobina? In the year in terms of football, Gambian football. I'm not it's on the spot. Maybe you will require time to think, but maybe you have in your mind, this article I wrote was something that it hit the head right in the like it hit the nail right on the head. So which one would you say was the one that feel on the
nag maa ngi manqué nag because maa ngi fàtte lu bari wante nonetheless foog naa dafa nekk about women football because of ne dama passionate a lot with women football because of ne xam naa lu FIFA day joxe xam naa lu CAF day dali joxe wante ne du dee reflect ñun susum day to day activity si Gambia bi yaa understand so article bi dafa dali nekk si women football daal because like foog naa ne ñooñu because nu la ko waxee no disrespect da ngaa toog fii da ngaa wax women football gam foot da ngaa wax men football gam foot dafa wax men football QTV dana wax men football so the coverage and the publicity waaw or the equal rights bu nga xam ne because dana wax ne ok seeni moo ko mun a wax wala team bi moo ko mun a wax wala keneen moo ko mun a wante like foofu la the voices of the journalist you understand because nekk ñu about okay Abdoulaye Cissé move na fii Lakabara score na goal wante ne that same PR
energy
that same energy kam war nañ ko dugal si women football because we have in am nañ under 20 qualifiers buy dal di ñëw am nañ African Cup of Nations qualifiers buy dal di ñëw because of ne once the journalists publishing those stories let them question see you so dafa dal di dem si under carpet so foog naa like personally maa ngi amee all the articles here wante foog naa ne dafa nekk story bu nga xam ne
binaa ko si jigéen ñi
for women football because mu na ko waxee FIFA then they put lot of xaalis then they put ba pare tam am na lot of projects yi nga xam ne mun nañ koo tap in is ko si women football wante ne duñ ko dal di def because of ne anytime ñu dem si women football dañoo jël xaalis si women football dugal ko si male football loolu nekk na for the past 5 years
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Nga ko waxee, I cannot agree more with you. Women football energy biñ war a jox women football joxuñ ko ko. And we are all guilty of that. Myself personally, I am guilty of that. But hopefully in 2025 we will try to do more on that regard. Che, let me go to you. What were your highlights personally in 2020 2024? I know you have been involved in a lot of things, but so we don't think as a highlight, as a main point, see, like you are really proud of in 2024. What will those be?
Chama, is it general or personal?
Not personal, but in a football perspective, okay? Not
No,
personal in
everything I do is football, but like is it general or personal? Because
no. From there, if you can start with, we can start with you. We will go to the recap of the Gambia football later. But I would just want to know what were your main highlights as Chenobaji Yengusi football in Gambia in 2024.
Chama, lulu mo na sawara wax parce que 2024 mu naa ne iya bu baax la pour man understand waaye tamit iya bu métti la pour man baax bi in a sense mooy ne I have participated or coached 3 different competitions understand whereby I went all the way to the last stages. Unfortunately, I just couldn't go over the line. Starting from the Banjul third division League B, I came second 1 point from the eventual winners, Young Africans, understand? Who ñoom fu mujjee ñëpp gis nañ ko, understand? Foofu tamit it's also when I meet one tamit foofu side boobu mooy I ended up having problem with the Banjul RFA, but the rest is history anyway. So loolu mooy métti moo si am. Secondly, dem naa in this maiden period tournament boo xam ne is for the stakeholders on the Pura. I was the one coaching the official team. We end up going to the final. We lost to eventual winners Gamtel by 2 goals to 1 in unfortunate circumstances. But that's football. Thirdly, Matamat make off with KM with all the negative news, so or the negative things before the neck off. Understand? With everything, with all the difficulties, I took the team to the final and lost to Nutbank. Understand? But I'm still proud because second move I lost on penalties. You understand? The most difficult teams in the competition, Man Malen do we Banjul West Coast. Understand? And tournament itself was not like only 5 days in a row. Bro, no, it's not easy. Whilst the other group, not bang, no, I'm a day off. I went day off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The group stage.
Yeah, I complain.
No.
Excuses, guy, Manchester United. Excuse everybody.
No. I'm not a football. That is recovery. Recovery. I'm correct. Understand? It was so difficult. Finally, like at halftime, literally, I was begging my players. I'm not against one, but you have it in there. Just be in the game. Really important. It's loyal. So Alhamdulillah, it is a good year. And I also started a new chapter at Uni Global Football Club as the chief scout head of recruitment. Understand? So you also what happened these past weeks or days, understand? In the mainstream media, Gambia, everywhere you go, you see Uni Global. They are changing the game. You understand? In fact, they have changed the game. Let them feel how Chama, Muslim Gambia. And in terms of trials, the magnitude of the trial we organized. Understand? Lu guys spend pour mission li mu happen ak tamit lan la si gars yi mën a benefit after du ñoom sax Gambian football lu mu see benefit in general ak African football is massive. Players coming from Tanzania, all the way from Tanzania, from Senegal, from Ivory Coast, from Mali to come to the Gambia just for trials. So that shows you new trial was not just a small trial. You understand? So personally, Chama, I think it's a good year for me. It's a good year for me, and I hope to have way more better year this time around. The Manco wish everyone. Wish everyone. Yeah.
How about Manjai, the Nawetan? You also run a Nawetan too.
Like I said, I almost forgot. Wow, Manjata with Chama, we had a successful Nawetan. You understand? Because we really had a competition. Competition with violence free. Chama Lulu is massive. See football. Xam nga te loolu lu ko war a def mooy liggéey la xarañte understand teamwork it's not du ma jël tey ne man maa am ndam du suma ndam de ndami community bi yëpp la because we work collectively you understand it was tough very tough in the beginning understand yoo xam nga lu bëri bi lu bëri xapu na balaa ñu du commencé the Kohli incident you understand so there are so many things that happen but alhamdulillah am nga yëpp dem na well fine sant yàlla am nga yeah, definitely, Chama. I can ask for more. Definitely.
So if you had to choose one as your main highlight, what will that be in 2024?
Yeah, I want to get in a very, very funny position. Very, very funny position. Well, Chama, one thing was in Eka. Man, look past the person. I always look forward. So some way you work, yeah, what they look at, look of my son. Nothing can live that. Yep, that was to me, all of them are success. Understand? So I bring them to new success now. So Munuma choose Ben. To be honest. They all have place in my heart and in my mind.
Wonderful.
This is now 3 different awards on behalf of Jollof Football Bantaba. Understand? It's an achievement. After we balls don't distribute Jollof Football Bantaba. The zones. Understand? We born so get our new this all these awards. So news Monday, kudos Monday, the gis manga for frame yep, manga for ach. Understand? So I think Chow definitely I couldn't ask for more. Just like the ñaan yàlla jàppale ñu ñëpp understand at bi ñoo dugal mu gën buñ jóge xam naa boo su amee moom mi ne like suma fi góor mi la moo nekk
bu ba dama jàppale sa waa ji mu xam naka la ñu going over the line mun ta win final ban coach moo nekkoon si Premier League bi du dee win final ban la du club de
non lu si fodi lu fodi
no Benitez first final am daf ko win Champions League no second final am mu win ko benn Champions League du Chelsea leen génne si semi final bi jël first Champions League bi
am na ko ñak wante fàtte naa tur bi nag
am na ñoo xam ne duñ dee win comme nag si Premier League bi ci rek
non li xali fodi Chama maa ngi di wone Harry dafa Harry Kane moom du win dara ma dama toog yoon tamit mo xalaat rek ci depuis 2019 nga gëj win trophy understand Harry Kane tamit ay Harry Kane Harry Kane ba daru la ama at some point but at the end of the day man loolu du ma dee yóbbu fenn Chama it's just about time xam nga it's a learning course te xam nga xam naa li ma ñàkkaloo at the end of the day ñàkkuma si yaa fuus ñàkkuma si dara understand comme soo bu bàññi bi ñu xam yëpp xam nañ ñu fa demee te gis nga yàlla tey dundit na
sa gaag laa fi de ñu ne soo lu saga yaa ngi gis yaa ngi continuer so
kon anga Chama yaa ngi point kon bàyyi ma bàyyi balaa ngay di ma xew lu mu taw waaye anyway sant yàlla man daal am happy to be honest I'm happy because every day I won xam nga winning tamit ñu bari fa winning di trophy mooy win déedéet da am objectif am loolu am taye soo ko rëccee rek yow won te man alhamdulillah I've reached all those
we also receive a few awards. I think 3 or 4 awards from which is wonderful, lovely thing to see. But also in 2020 in the year, I think we have conducted quite a few interviews. We did a lot of interview with players during the year. Hopefully next year we will do more on the platform. We have brought in the Gambia Football Show. I cannot remember how many times we recorded the show. So those are all wonderful things we did. in 2024. Hopefully we will continue with that. I was I was also very happy to get the opportunity to go and watch some Gambian footballers, Yanko Minty, Adamo Bojang, when they came here. Those were wonderful things in my experience in terms of the football aspect. So hopefully we will see more, and the platform will also continue to grow and continue to get better, and that is what we are hoping for. So without wasting much time on that one, you move on to the Gambian football aspect. Buba lal na si lolu tuti door na di wax about the failures in 2024, but the achievements as well, the good achievement that we have in terms of transfers, in terms of agency, how many agency ñoo ñëw biir Gambia ci yow laal nga si boobu tam global send trials, like every other week nowadays you will see a trials being xam nga mi ngi happen biir Gambia. Imagine ñoom BI xam nga, imagine ñoom Sirif yi ñëw neen def nañ seen trials, other agency tam ñëw neen ñoom Bakary gars yi def nañ seen trials. So it's the windows or the doors are opening for Gambian footballers. We have now more doors for Gambian footballers to go through. And the players tamit ñi ngi def seen waar si diggante si fana boobu noonu, because ñoom tam ñi ngi like they are taking the game more seriously. Xam nga, everybody wanna get to that professional level, and then when they get there, they are doing well. So hopefully in 2024 we will see more of those. But now if you look at our national team in 2024, we played 11 games in 2024. 3 African Cup of Nations. Unfortunately, we lost all 3. We played the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Unfortunately, that one too, we did not qualify for the African Cup of Nations World Cup qualifiers. We played a couple. We seen 2 coaches during that period. Tom started the year, coached the team for the first 3 games. That was the African Cup of Nations. And then Jonathan McKinstry took over to coach the team for the subsequent 8 games. Now, if you have to assess the national team in 2024, I would say then regress as a national team in 2024 compared to what we did in 2023, 2022. We have gone down. But how will you assess the Gambia national team with the progression we are having in other aspects of the game? We are talking about the agency, the players moving to top 5 leagues in the world, moving to top clubs in the world, playing week in, week out with their clubs. So in that area, development. But then in the national team, it did not reflect that. How will you assess that one, Buba?
Well, national team be foog naa def nañ adjustment in the fan striking department bi, because gis nañ the emergence of Abdoulaye Cissé at Alassane Jatta. Like Abdoulaye Cissé dafa play 3 games, 3rd game bi dam score ñuma Tunisia. Man, I was calling for his inclusion pour bu start even already si 2nd game am bi, because of comme ni ko waxee woon off camera, am na goals. Second, the other department bun adjust mun na am gis neen ñoom Aboubacar Bari at Mahmoud Bajo. Anytime ñu dem African Cup of Nations yóbbuwum xale yi. Anytime ñu dem African Cup of Nations ñaari yoon leen dem yóbbuwum xale yi, ñu jox xale yi that responsibility, ñu jox xale yi that exposure pour xale yi mun a play African Cup of Nations touch fa dem si bigger clubs, then that is a failure. How do I understand? Because foofu mën a jaay suñ xale yi, because gars yi wane nañu am nañ fit bi pour play fu nekka. Kon it's a bad failure from the technical director, from the youth department's lifin bi. Loolu moo tax tey as a scout or as a journalist daf maa metti su fekkente tey ñun suma under 50 bi qualified pour CAF, suma under 17 bi qualified, suma under 20 bi qualified, because the more guy qualified in those aspects, the more yaa ngi gis xale yaa ngi live. You understand? Because léegi ñi rob nga off pour ñu na gis more of Francis Gomez, rob nga ñu off that opportunity pour nga gis Amara Camara wala ñoom Jibril Socé wala ñoom Abdou Wahab Sarr, all these players yow da nga rob of that opportunity. You understand? because Wafu A is the primary rounds. Daf nekk primary rounds comme ni Wafu A bi wante su gaa demee CAF foofu la gaa yi di ñëna mën seen boppa coming back to national team foog naa ne those department muy striking department ak midfield department bi léegi loolu leen war a daldi adjust wante yet still tom bu mu demee it require transition te transition boobu kan mënu ko mën a jox tam mu ñu ñoom Alaaji Sarr ñu fa woon ñoom xamoon neen the history and the culture of the national team. So nonetheless, Lowata Tam, so they because Tom never signed 5 years contract. So CB 5 years contract and Bubu, there are some clauses. Ñun suñ ko daayee lan mooy suñu wargal pour ñu fay ko. Moom su bàyyee clauses boobu tam naka la ten ay te dama fil ne foofu tam daf ñu cheat. You understand? Fofu tam daf the cheat because okay, mun na wax I didn't get the support of the government. I'm supporting national team B. You understand? Because those travel to Saudi Arabia, so da nga gis ne loolu yëpp daf see am profit am wante lu ma nekk di wax nag mooy ñu ne di ana clause am bu tom wax bu fu waxee ne tom su demee wala beneen team ñoo jël ko suñu loxo ñun lan dañoo am ñun those are very very important questions la moo tax ma la teg boobu mooy jëne kon then the transition of tom bu mu demee foog na war nga ko woon si benn programme jël ñu 6 months wala ñëw lifin am nañ so many applicants bu nekk Gambia la woo Portuguese naar la we have so many applicants wante that period team maa ngi woon stagnant you understand te coach bu doon ñëw kooku mu ngi amee philosophie mu ngi amee style of play am it was different because Tom du daf Tom call yu moo receive bu mu nekkee national team bi Ivory Coast du leen ko wax yéen Tom du wax du musa wax fédération ma ne am naa offer Philippines am naa offer Guinée am naa Tom du wax loolu daf ñoo xool lu ree kon that clause is ci man is very important ñëw like resign na because am na lawyer am na agency defal lii waxal lii yaa understand fat bu dem so Tom demam bi daf ñu handicap so lu moo tax koñ bu ñëwee warutana change lu bari because am na tam soo gisee ñu fall back si qualifiers bi one du caxaan affaire xaalis la yaa ngi naan affaire because ñu bari nag dinañ toog si internet bi waaw play si la leen bugga jox na leen diplomatique passeport ñaata diplomatique passeport la para joxe ñu nga xam ne doon even deserve it yaa ngi naan wala ne lu gaay di am Europe ñi karab karab wante ne Nigeria ñaata lam dee fay match bonus am si national team am Sénégal ñaata lam dee fay match bonus am si team am Morocco ñaata lam dee fay match bonus am si team am waaw so da nga gis ne loolu yëpp ci mun naa dugg tuuti rek ma sotaat fii dara.
Okay, no problem. Let's go to Che. National team be 2024. How would you assess it?
Chama, it's a very, very disappointing year for all our categories. I'm in the male side. Losing to the national team couldn't win 3 qualifiers of the AFCON. Likewise, under 20B and also the under 17. I think reality check la for Gambian football. One na kasi sumobena video. May mga way standard Gambian football. You know, for your lima for. This shows you ne ñun fuñ fogon ne for standard aguñ fa. Politicians they were trying to make us believe that Gambia football is going up. You understand? Yeah, they are politicians. They will say it's going up. Understand? We can see that it's going up. Understand? But not continue. Consistency is key, especially when it comes to football. Everything about football is consistency. Even as a footballer, you have to be consistent to be a top player. As a nation, also we have to be consistent. You understand? To be where we think we can be. But you can only do that if you have the right foundations, which unfortunately we do not have in the Gambia. You understand? Right now, it's our time when you reflect. You reflect on issues you have on your cost, make. And technically, Chama, we have better players this time around than the previous years. Look at the players where they are playing. You understand? Look at the way the team is played also. But that's not enough, Chama. We all have to go out to what give other countries or what makes other countries what they have today, which is grassroots football. I just take Senegal as an example. They are our neighbors. Every footballing competition in Africa, especially at our area, which is the WAFU A, yep, Senegal ñoo ko all categories, all sort of football, male, female, young, old, big, yep, Senegal ñoo ko jël. So that was not done overnight. What were they doing? Or what have they been doing? Right, but I want to achieve this thing. It's not far. Just go to Senegal here. Man, join bena plan. It's similar to the way Senegal are doing their system, and it's not difficult. If Senegal can do it, Senegal is almost 5 times bigger than the Gambia, population-wise. You understand? Or 6 times, because we are 3 million, Senegal is 18 million. If they can do that and achieve this success, why can't we? Senegal, they don't feed. We'll jang you under 17. They changed everything. They injected a DNA, a system. You understand? In the Senegalese academies, all in the name of, all with the help of their technical director, Maya Sinmar, who built a team that won the AFCON. So, like Chama, you have to have a reality check. Whatever you are doing, you have to be realistic. Least have put on the Fagana Gang Gambian football. Maybe so many people like Chel Mwani, won't qualify. No, come on. We've lost a lot. We, as Gambians, Jolofo Bantaba, man personally, Gambian no qualify to the AFCON. I've lost a lot because I know what I've gained last AFCON on personal level and on this platform. And also happiness more. But the moment more, so continue only, understand, doing quality souf. Well, you get to more places to go. Understand? The family raising football fee, in a sense. Was couldn't have any rek, Buga Guinea Hale Shipland. Why didn't we ship it next minute? I don't know how you get downward because of Amun Janga Bunsola. Come no board away and see Badamosi, one of see Bubasan and Timber. Understand? So let us take this opportunity. You difference in football. To the saddest part, they have not seen what they are not doing, but I've not seen any progress in that regard. You understand? So when any progress, like bringing the youth teams together, you definitely this now you organize this youth league, which is a very, very good initiative. Don't get me wrong, it's very, very good. But we have the under 17. Under 17 compete every year. So this under 17 passing. Original stop training was 1 month extra. So got that team training together. Then you win AFCON. They win WAFU straight. Can't stop. But within 6 weeks, la Haley they just screening, train Haley, then for MRI ñaari yoon, am ñu job, ñu feel MRI. With all those problems, Haley gonna them am bronze medal. The MRI ñu suñ amul extra 1 month together. Can't stop. So Haley dañu wara téye right now together. Wala ñu nekk train. Sénégal seen gars dañ kam bu yàgg. Kam Haley yomb na pour man. Yaa ngi amee goal project yaa ko moom. Xëy na hostel bi sax yaa ko outsource dafa difficult pour gars yi hostel bi ko. If in Bangkok, you have three halls in this goal project. The big one. What you need to do, then have a chama. Jëlal utal ay mattress yu ndaw yi bu woo yamal li ma wax ne ko fi ñu ko doon def utal ay mattress nga dugal ko fa understand nga outsource ko am dina xale ndew añ ak ñu leen ko jox su yéexee suba dem si groupe project bi dem training they under 17 ne ko si club si academy la gay nekk they going to school understand boss GFF boss bang fa ñu mo dem school ñu dem school te loolu sax time holidays moo tax those times ko holiday ba tax moo sax this Christmas holiday bi war nañu mën a boole gay to come leen together gay da want to test match bi they are few academies ak junior teams yi ni understand but that's very easy to do but they are not doing that understand likewise under 20 bi like how many plan some under 20 bi understand all those things yëpp Chama dañ ko war defaraat te wana ko fi last time bi there should be a synchronization between from the national team must synchronize to the under 15s and under 15 or under 15s we do not have an under 15 te loolu dañ ko war a am depuis léegi Chama we need to beef up our regional association the RFAs dañ leen ñëpp beef up understand ñu indi zone si ñu indi ñëpp ñu ñëw together dañu war a ñëw together Chama suñu bëgg football dem kanam the player pool Gambia is very very massive but the problem mooy dañu arranging guy in comme def leen in blocks boo xam ne dina ñu mën a identify te loolu di only way ñu ko mën a defee mooy RFA yi lañ war a mën a doole ñu beef leen up yokkal leen seen capacity yokkal leen financially pour gars yi mun a def liggéey bu bari ak financial fu ma tëjee Chama mooy with the federation aside or tuuti leen fa génne mooy Chama to ensure pour nga mun a am football mu dem si kanam law of the game law number 1 li mu wax mooy the field of play pitches mooy suñ biggest problem Gambia parce que problème ñu leen ni yëpp suñu amoon pitches yu bari yu baax foog naa problème bi doon àgg fii even without the fédération sax da nga gis yeneen sub committees yoo xam ne dañ mun a create ay U17 tournament U15 tournament properly ñu ngi ko am waaye properly boo xam ne na attractive académie nañ mun a am proper training understand because of lan la académie nañ mën a doon because am nañ grand bu baax léegi parents dañ mun a fay pour seen xale yi di dem training loolu na développe na tax coach yi use loolu constat seen bopp développe seen bopp pour mun a ensure ne xale yi dañoo progress ma jeexale fere Chama mooy di coaches Gambia man ak suma ay morom ñoo si am ku nekk bëgg a nekk top coach ku nekk bëgg a nekk coach di elite level di maay coach ni nga ko tari sax first division maay coach second division ñëpp loolu lañ bëgg a doon waaye ingénieur ni loolu mënut a am Chama ku Sénégal this suñu trial bi rek dama jàngal bëri Senegal footballers down some players in football never but you can understand game they are very well coached unlike Musun Hale trials I was giving feedbacks from man boss and the chief scout so unique basically you finance everything so man being the chief scout I was very close to the scouts and the recruitment guys that came you understand so I was getting feedbacks from them understand so I'm a coach I can see we are raw we are talented we are explosive but the tactical aspect we have the technical but the tactical aspect of the game lañ war a improve te loolu li ko mën a improve mooy the coaches ñoo ñoo jàng xale yi su la ñooñu nag jànguñ am na ko ñoo xam ne jàng nañ am na xam ne jànguñ ba pare bëgguñoo jàng dañ bañ a jàng te ñooñu tamit lañ yaakaar ñu war a train suñu xale yi su fekkee ñu war a train suñu xale yi xamuñ Chama there will be a problem and that's also a problem that we are facing although the technical department and also the coaches association they are doing their utmost best pour make sure coaches yu jàng dañ dem comme fort ñuy jàng understand but am na ko yoon ne dañ bañ understand so Chama daal li mooy things yoo xam ne gis naa ko te tamit these are the solutions yoo feel ne war nañ ko mën a ñëw pour ñu make sure Gambia football dem fu ñu yaakaar ne fa la war a mën a àgg waaye at this point in time àggu fa.
Definitely. Okay, you move on, Buba. Let's talk about the players. We have the professional players. We have the the local players in the leagues. So in terms of 2024, do you have any standout players ñoo xamante ne identify nga leen both at local level and at professional level? Who were the standout players for Gambian footballers in these years? We have done a poll. We have done our Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Year. Musa Barrow, of course, won that based on the fans or the followers of Jollof Football Bantaba and other platforms. You could share on. So we counted all the votes, and Musa Barrow came out on top. But on a personal level, for you, young players ñoo la impress mostly in the professional scene and at the local level. Another one on the spot.
Wow, tey moom nag yaa dafa bëgg a ruutoon tey moom kay nangu naa ne like nu ma la ko waxee the key for man pour ma mun laa seetaan pour ma mun a keep a tap on you mooy nga play top 5. You understand? For nga play top 5 because bind nga yenn article the market value of the national team. You understand? Market value bu Ibrahima Kule amul mu nekkoon Atalanta, market value bu Musa Juara amul mu nekkoon Bologna. Da nga gis ne market value baa ngee daanu yaa xam ne yaa ngi bàyyi xel yow defoon nga that kind of so necessary pour nga play top 5 wante the top 7 yooyu. You understand? I tokki at yeneen yooyu because there was no need Yusufa Njie génn Portugal di dem ay Qatar. Moom the age bu mu amoon fanweeri at si football age am mënoon naa play anywhere in Europe because that was how good lam rapporté the final season of foofu. You understand? Musa Barrow ñu ko jege xaritami ñu ko jege dañ la wane ne move am is to Saudi is good, you know, monetary wise xaalis wise moom ñu ko jege ñu ko woyal ñu ko ñooñu wante man dama bëgg ku nga xam ne ma ko gis mu ngi toj Champions League player buy toj Champions League player buy play Thiago Motta bañut Musa Barrow de Thiago Motta dafa win lu mu war a win noonu yëpp foog naa that time du Champions League du Serie A du European Cup lu mu waroon a win as a player moom daf ko win. I understand? ba pare feyam bi dafa ëppoon Musa Barrow trop so da ngaa gis ne then cee mu noonu laal the technicality of the players dañ di laaj ñaata technique. You understand? kon Musa Barrow su jógee Italy dem Saudi ndax tam
tactical aspect bi laa doon wax.
tactical aspect waaw so da ngaa gisee tam ndax tam lu ndee wax si teel a doylu bi na loolu dafa ñëwaat back xam na yéen ni
foofu yaa ngi ñëw si psychological aspect bi. Let me just give you this model, the four corner model, whereby you have the players technical, tactical, physical, and also psychological.
mu continuer.
am naa modèle bi de am naa modèle bi foog ne moom am naa ko moom loo tax yow Union Global defu fi dara lu nga xam ne dañ ko def te nit ki defu ko fi, you know. Union Global amul lu nga xam ne dañ ko fi def because ñun dañ dee follow man yu nee na fa ay nit pour gars yi dem xool ay def naa lu nekk ay yu nee na fa scouts yu nee na fa ay reporters I was fully yaa ngi la so da nga gis ne Musa Barrow ndax tam comme doylu bu ne wax si Gambian président dañ teel a doylu ndax tam how do you understand yow su ma la trouvé question bi foog nga ne Musa Barrow lu mu demee Saudi is a good move or a bad move example yow Chama personally football
no it's footballing wise, I would have preferred him to keep playing in Europe because I think he had the ability to play in the top 5 leagues in the world. Personally, I believe that as well. But of course, Hamga, Kudeka Mui makes your own decision, and he choose that decision, and then definitely I respect the decision. But personally, as a Gambia football fan, knowing he's the talisman of the Gambia national team, one of the most important players in the Gambia national team, I would rather see him play in the Spanish league, La Liga, or French league, or English Premier League, or the stay in the Italian league, or play in the Bundesliga. Those are the leagues I want to see the best Gambian players be playing, to be honest. Yeah,
because of the dafa wàccee baa bi yaa understand xale yu ñëw fu noo séntu du sori lu moo tax ne I am very glad Aliou Fadera mu ngi play week in week out you understand moo tax maa ngi ñaanal Ablaye Cissé timam bi dal di des you understand lu moo tax dema Mets because Mets xam nañ ne Ablaye Diallo 6 months moo des si contrat am bi mun na am suñu égalee dinañu ko contrat yi wante tam suñu égalutee tam moom Ablaye Diallo tam bi di quality mu am tam war naa dal di des because the national team at dëkk bi national team bi at dëkk bi the more you am players the top
Lot of
5
important. Ablaye Diallo, la nga play mu de bo affaire continue.
maa yow bu ma dog de maa ñëw si yow the more is wante léegi tam fa la wax bi nekk la moo tax ñu ñëw suñu play si Nigeria Academy ñu develop gars yi nag tam that model mënuñ koo am biir Gambia.
Yeah, mu ne ko waaw suma question bi da nga war a answer rek de like the players yaa ngi may answer di egal ko fa de
xam nga because dama lay xale yi bëri ñu so foog naa ne daal with no disrespect I think Musa Barrow you know the quality of an on the pitch you know like difference bi because of the Saudi Pro League ñun yaakaar ñoo ko war a dal di toj moom tam mun see bokk I understand so the gap is not that big it's not even big moom fa so man na fa ne tam moom mooy nekk suma stand out player wante ne bëgg naa a honest discussion you know nu ma ko waxee the family part fansami the PR team that's fine wante ne man as a football analyst dama la wax ne man dama bëgg a gis suma player muy play Europe top 5 muy play Champions League because xoolal Atalanta League of late xoolal Bologna of late naka la gaay mel you understand because si man moom ma dinaa jege because Saudi daf ma sori boy man Saudi daf ma sori pour match ma Saudi man suma bëgg a seetaan no to be frank man to be naa wala ko comme ne bokkuma si entourage am moom si PR am si wante ne pour ñu wax football because dañ war a nampal suma xale yi ne hey fii da ngeen war a toj yéen you understand fii da ngeen war a toj fii this is the bar da ngeen a play Premier League xale buy jugee Gambia maa wañe dama ñëw play Premier League dama toj fii wante soo suñu xale yi ñu ngi dégg ne ci mu ngi play Qatar boo mu ngi play China kii no disrespect to this league wante ne pour ñu am the strong quality then we give these coaches this video scout dañoo jox ay problème duñ jox ay problème because they don't am access for they don't have access to some footage si players yi wante still tam dañoo jox ay because xam nañ the quality of the leagues you guys can play you understand yeah so noonu leen war a dal di développer dika so kenn warut a dal di doylu at the grassroots level you understand
definitely
am nañ this number of professional léegi nii because it's off scout jamono ñoom Idrissa Sonko ak ñoom Jato dañ di xaar bi season bi jeex scouts yi mun a ñëw wante léegi nii the scouts can fly in any time of the day in the Gambia xaarum pour ligue jeex xaarum pour ligue jamono boobu tam amoon na some few players in Belgium wante ne léegi tam dañ war a seize this opportunity tam xale yi tam ñoo xam ne xale yi tam nekkuñu dal di dem comme ñoom Adama Bojang you know what dem nga loolu da ngaa ñëw da ngaa startaat so that is the mentality loolu leen war a waxtaanee loolu leen war a lif ne wante buñ la yóbbu loon nga des fa loon o bul dem Saudi ñu ne la léegi Saudi moo toj because man du ma la seetaan man awma jot di tuuti Saudi man
why on the other hand too so say Musa like it's not just about what he's doing at Saudi, but at the national team level, of course, national team we already said it was not a successful year in 2024. But if you look at who was the standout during that period, it was Musa. He was the one who was doing everything for the national team. He had the most goals for the national team. I think he scored three goals in that period. And then he had the most assists for at that period as well. Yeah, go ahead.
So because wax naa loolu comme ni Musa laa ko jox because of ne tam wañee ne seetam daf dee soona te su soonee rek war nañ koo génne isi keneen because like moom laa dee gis tam lu Steve mën a def lu Musa Yusufa Njaay dee def wala lu Sormal dee def jaay jox sa xol bi yëpp team bi yaa understand wante borom su soonee rek tel koo génne because am na benn góol si moom la jógee because trackut back news ko ñu wante ci man mom la ko dal di jox wante mom tam apart from the family at wa ko ñom at ñeneen itam fokk ñu wako diga ne ñun tam dañ la éné nga play Champions League nga toj fofu ya understand because suñu to be frank boy ñun du ko de sanan Gambia de Gambia ñu de sanan Saudi de bari de
no definitely
Saudi mo
well you dem si Che yow in terms of players in the year yan players ñoo la gën a impress and su fekkee you have any players yoo xam ne also si local league bi living like they impress you in 2024 who will you like yow nga ñëw summarize loolu noonu
waaw local league moom I think léegi ñëpp gis nañ ko mooy Ablaye Cissé understand who was amazing from journey bi within this 5-6 months gis nañ karam change understand te loolu tamit di si gërëm Space TV tamit def na si very very important role nit ñi buñ dee underrate these awards is very very important because yaa ko publish everywhere in social media man almost every day or every week na receive a message or a call di ma laaj kon moo nekk di toj Gambian for right now play bi ma ko gis internet kii kàlla nii kii luy profile bi seen profile bi wan team la nekk understand so that shows you what we are doing here and what Space is also doing and for and the likes understand it's having impact in Gambian football to be honest the media attention bu Gambian for am right now more all these things bu war di wax nii de understand moo tax su ma gisee credit bi simple things di jël credit bi sometimes understand I understand them dama dee rey xam nga while am na ñoo xam ne they are doing a way bigger job than them understand so moom tamit is one of them of the players Musa Bro you mentioned Yanko Minte I have moom tam impressed about mixed feelings because he was right there after mu ñëw nii xam nga it's something personal boo xam ne gis naa ko si moom moo ko mën a wax ay nat moom moo ko wax fii nii xam nga ku mel ni Lassana Diatta moom tamit impressed na ma a lot doon at bi tamit kii di Mbappé nu mu taati Sidibé but moom tamit
had a good start
drop understand nga and also tamit am na ñaari players yoo xam ne ñetta laa mën a wax sax ñoo nga tamit def doon well ku si mel ni Mahmoudou Badio Moussa Diatta bëri dañ ko def fàtte he is doing very well he has a good ear understand ak tamit Haruna Rashid Ndiaye understand these players they really impressed me because and as you can see they are all banging the door of the national team pour play for te man gëm naa ne going forward Rashid ak Moussa Diatta understand if they've continued doing what they are doing to me I believe that they deserve to be given a chance in the national team why mooy ne their position buñ dee play Gambia dañ ko rafle left center back Omar Colley lañ fa am apart from moom gisatuñu amatu fa keneen so I believe ne te Omar Colley is aging Moussa Diatta is just 19 understand so I think it will be good for him to at least have a feeling of this national team likewise Rashid Ndiaye tamit in the midfield area gis nañ léegi nañ ab woo moom tam mu ñëw fa pour mun a make sure ñu mun a stabilize that midfield so I think these 5 players really impressed me a lot this past year.
Step definitely he was also part of the nominated. To be honest, we have seen a lot of development in terms of Gambian footballers over the course of the year. Of course, I'm not new national team joined over somebody like Kubeli Lion Jai. He had a wonderful year. I would say even before we even came to notice about him, because Mulon plays second division BC League B, Norwegian League B, had a wonderful second half of the season, and then guy gained promotion. Like up until the end of the season, they were one of the best defensive team in the league, and he wasn't ever present in that. Gisnen Bumnyuesi national team, he made his debut and had a wonderful debut for the Gambia national team. He had a good development, I believe, in the year in this year. I would not be surprised to hear teams in even look at him right now. For him to make a move. Kumelon Joseph Cissé national team. He had a decent year. I would not say a top year. Ibu Ture had a decent year as well. It's not as good as his year last year, I would say, but I think he also have a very good year in 2024. Omar Koli, we should mention him. I know right now, people will not take notice, but let's not forget the first half, like his second half of last season with basic tasks when he was scoring week in week out, one of the best defenders in the Turkish league during that period. He had a wonderful second half of the season with basic tasks last season, and then he moved to PAOK, where it has not really kicked on for him. I don't know the reason for that, but the second half he had there, and then he was an ever present for the Gambia national team as well. Top season. Abu mentioned that Abu what he did last season before moving here, when he came to notice Yangi was Space has been publishing things about these players, of course. Since that time, we make move Mohamed. It surprised many Gambians because we did not see that one coming. More move to Austria, and then the way he took to life in Austria has been absolutely wonderful. Absolutely top class. He is one of the best players in that team, to be honest. Consistent performance week in, week out. If you look at his match weekly rating, his performance, it has been absolutely top drawer. Like currently they are sitting second in the league, and he has been a major part of that. He has been a major part of Alassane Mane mentioning Komoro. He has a decent time with his club. James Gomez, he had a decent his revival with his club. Odense, since moving back to Denmark, we have seen his revival. Of course, there were some shaky times with the national team, but overall, I think he has developed in 2020, 2023, 2024 rather, especially in 2023. We thought we lost James Gomez, but in 2024 he came back, which is also something that is wonderful that is wonderful to see. So yeah, there were some development with Gambian players, but now if we were to make a team of the year in 2024, I am sure the Steklenyo put in goal. Abu Bache. Anybody else who would challenge Stek for that number one spot in goal if we were to make a team of the year 2024?
They're not difficult, not why someone close to him, Haneka Dibaga.
Yeah, Dibaga was quite close. Unfortunately, still he haven't made his national team debut. I'm sure he's really eager to do that. He had a decent year. He moved to Scotland this season. His club, they had difficult times. They went into administration and all that, but he had been really good with them. But I think Stek has been the standard goalkeeper performer in 2024. Abuba.
Wow, I'm not working.
So center backs, who do you think should be in the two central defensive spots? I think that is a very tricky one. Who would you go with? We are going with 4-3-3 formation. Who would you go with in center back? Two best Gambian center back performance in 2024.
Chama, no, somebody he had a good season there.
He had a decent season. Yeah, he had the only thing, because he was not involved with the national team. That's why people are not taking notice of him. But he had a decent season. Yeah, yeah. But who would you guys pick for the two central defensive spot?
I'll go for Lion Akila Demal. Lion Amarkuli.
How about you, Buba?
No, Omar Kuli at Noah Sonko.
Yeah, Noah had a decent season. But I think I would side with Che, because I think because we all know about Lion when he went to the Division 1, like when we started to follow him a lot. But what he did in the Division 2 in the second half of that season, they were almost undefeated. They were winning almost every single game, keeping clean every single time. He wasn't ever present in that. And then it's the same thing that they brought in. They were, until going into the final 3 or 4 games of the season, they were one of the best defensive team in the Norwegian league. Even though they were mid-table, they were not scoring a lot of goals, but defensively they were one of the best in that team. And Lion wasn't ever present in that. So in terms of consistency over the course of the year, I think he was up there compared to Nuha Sonko, and then because Nuha, since Boom Joge Ludo Gret them Silver Sport, I'm not deep a little bit. Ludacris, he was exceptional there until he lose his place. Understand? And then we moved to Silver Sport, and then he did decent. But for me, I think Lion was there. But James too, I think he had a decent 2024. But I would still side with Lion Jai in that case. Okay, right back, left back. Who would you go with?
Difficult because even no, right more difficult. Right back more difficult. Just see it, but more difficult. But left back.
Why is left back difficult?
Huh?
Why is left back difficult?
If I take consideration with the national team, performance wise, for was do we have problem throughout some qualifiers left back? It's not using one different players. We don't start new understand. So that position consistency was a bit down.
Was lacking, yeah.
Was lacking. Because during the Ephraim Mofanekon, he had good games, first 2 games. I think Nyari Rom assist. Understand. So when you see games after amu club muganyu, things like that. Jacob Tamit, same thing muganyu. So after the playing, so he's playing for his club. I think he would go for Ibu.
Yeah. But I agree with that one. Ibu Ture, Joseph Cisse. Anybody to Ibu Ture, yeah, definitely. I think Ibu Ture, come here. He did not have the year of 2023. You can remember when we did the Jala Football Abuba Jala Falaboe team of the or player of the year 2023. Ibu Ture was one of 4 players we nominated. He had an exceptional 2023, but 2024 of a dip. And of course, you can say he had an injury at the tail end of the season. The African Cup of Nations, they lost on place to Jacob Mendy and all that. And then Timam began promotion to the champions to League One. Of course, the competition there is more fierce than the competition and League Two. The level is higher. So, but in terms of consistency, in terms of playing, in terms of I think he was ahead of the others, but we did not have a standout performer in left back in 2024 like we had in 2023. I think that is fair enough. And Joseph Cisse too. We did not have any right back at the end of the day. Mohamed Sane won. Sedi Janko, who has been injured almost all year. So I think we did not have a standout performer at fullback. That is the reality. Joseph Cisse has not been standout. He has done really well for the national team, but at club level, I don't think he has been standout performer. So I think, but nonetheless, those 2 were the best fullbacks. So let's go with those 2, right? So we have Stek, Lion, Omar Koli, and then Joseph Cisse and Ibu Ture. So let's go into the midfield. That is Fogula Dabavi Negas in midfield, because you have 3 midfielders to play. You have 3 midfielders to play, and then you have 2 wingers and then 1 striker. That is how we are going with our team of the year. So the 3 midfielders, of course, if you want, Musa Baro can be part of the midfielders. He has played there as a 10 sometimes. But then you need a defensive. You need a who would go with in your 2 central midfield area. Okay, let's start with Buba. On this. Yeah. Ibu Adams and.
Difficult. Central midfielders.
Right, 2 central midfielders and 1 attacking midfielder. So you can make 3 midfielders. Musa Ablai Jallow, you can consider them as a midfielder if you want, or as a wingers. Any like it's up to you.
What the yana say 3 play with them the yebu niki one time the number of games you play on and off with them during the year or during the course of the season, but that naturally more fit that position. I understand. So that they make so it's very difficult because of soon you say Musa Fofu, then the natural players you place in natural position. So Musa at Ibu Adams at Kaneki, because Dobugadama Bajo trop, then it's too defensive. You understand? So,
but the best performance, Buba, it's not about if you team you play together. B is just what you think has been the best midfield players in the game. Ibu Adams, like I absolutely agree with you. I know many Gambians will not because of when I would consider national team B, but what he does for his club is absolutely, on another level.
Ibu Adams is our most consistent midfielder. Understand? Pullman. Understand?
Then what a whole the competition we play, like the progress. Yeah, I understand. Come ni 4 one at 4 play, because when I play championship, just knock to the door of the Premier League. So that competition although Lomona was in the midfield, I want to mom the progress from Juge. You understand? I'm not going to from zero. Mom Juge from zero. No. So that I guess at so deglo wahi Jonathan, how about coach la for na Amorin sa. You know, use this kind of system or this kind of place. What never place available. Yeah, I understand. Putting up play system, he will try to perform to that level. You understand? So
Yeah, definitely.
at Ibu Adams, kemu nama di Malaysia BNB.
Si taruhan be. Okay.
No, Mahmoud Bayo la first slot in.
Mahmoud nga half slot.
Although Abua had a good scene, but I don't play Abua in my midfield. Unless money to attack full time. But pull start Abua from midfield.
Again, like I told you, it's not a team we play together. It's a team that you think is
No, I'm not chance. So because now you have music comment section be or this era na yana chelo ko blue one. Understand? But there are certain things on the music Abua. Man so midfield I don't like midfield mu correct anyway. Understand? But I know him. His style he's skillful. Understand? He was a winger. You understand? So even those who play midfield, we don't like that flair, that style, the players swim to the midfield. Mama understand what the midfield nga fakanya. Consistent. So mama understand. Abu you really the first team they know that all are bari. So man like I prefer Mahmoud in the middle of Ibu Adams, Musa Senkaram.
Musa Senkaram. Me, I will definitely go with Abu. I will definitely, in terms of progress over the year, in terms of like, it's not just at Austria Vienna. Also similar to Lion Boomer earlier, when he was playing in Israel, people did not take notice too much. Israel, may play Israel, see League Israel. So people did not care too much. Of course, Nidi Hamnenko, why? It was not somebody come lole wax rek bayre bi nekut for one. But he also did a very good second half of the season there. Scored one of the goals of the season. Sinyon count goal of the season at B. Goal boom score for no, I'm not goal boom for score. Yes. Wow. Wow. Quickly. So maybe don't. Okay, so man, for me, Abu should be there, and Ibu Adams definitely. I will go Musa. I will move Musa to the left wing, and then I will add another midfielder to play. Maybe probably Mahmoud Bayo. I will add Bayo. I think he had a very consistent year, so I will go with Abu, Mahmoud Bayo, and Ibu Adams as the midfielders in terms of performance of these three players. So okay, wingers, I think the right side we all agree is gonna be obvious. Yago Aminte. I don't think despite in terms of levels, in terms of Lumdef second half this season with Feyenoord, I know still people in there like okay, Yago Aminte Brighton, but second half this season I'm Feyenoord. Boom Tom Ajax, we got nominated for the Golden Ball. All those things happened in 2024. Let's not forget that. He was absolutely different level in 2024. I don't think we will have any disagreement in terms of who will play on that left side, right? Che, Buba, anything?
On the right side, no.
Wow, you see right side. Okay. So this left side legi yen we isi Yago Musa Baro si diga bi. So legi kam ko la si left bi.
Bados, very simple.
Buba.
Wa Ali Fajara deserve na ko have na great season.
Sorry, Chama. Ali Fajara may Bados. Guy pour ngeen bu ñu sa ñu baña misunderstand. Because ñu mo nañu nickname. Ali Fajara may Bados.
Ali Fajara. Okay. And finally striker bi may Berenda Babi. Who will you go with? You have Alassana Jatta, one striker there. You have Abdoulaye Cisse, you have Ali Sow. They all have good season. They scored a lot of goals, especially Abdoulaye Cisse and Alassana Jatta. Who do you think has been the best Gambian striker?
Levels, last.
Buba?
Abdoulaye Cisse.
I side with Buba on this one. Abdullah is 100%. Like Che, the thing is the
No, Che, no, xam nga fu nekk xam nga fu nekk Abdoulaye Cissé because Che foo lam doon wax foo yan foo lam doon wax foo am na nu ko téye woon foo yan
Che uyul
yan foo lam
okay,
doon wax
foo model
model.
foo model because Abdoulaye Cissé foo model bi lam dal di fall because of the fourth one bi the psychological aspect because ñëw nga trials ñëw nga trials passuloo jëluloo ñëw nga jël doole si ligue bi am nga 5 goals then Estonia ni ko Chama waxee almost benn competition rek lam play te score youth goal competition yu play yëpp mooy Europa League conference bi liga bi fanaa second game lam score so foofu is the psychological aspect am moom naka la mentally naka lam ready pour bu jël game bi so loolu moo ko jox that edge over last because so bàyyi xel last the part of the 2024 nekk doon di play game in game out yaa understand nekk doon di play woon am na yenn games yi nga xam ne he was score na nag foog naa one of the goals mooy Copenhagen score na woon Copenhagen so am wante nekku doon that consistent strike bu nga xam ne woon daf doon start games so most of the time mun doon jege si benn wante di psychological aspect ne dem nga trials ñëw nga ok fine ñëw nga wone nga sa bopp pam jar nga fu mu nekk nii market value moo ëppa waa Hawks yëpp you know
yeah definitely ba aat si loolu ceeb bi balaa ngaa ñëw sax like Abdoulaye Cissé league bi like you say league bi we all know what he did there 5 games I mean mu score 5 like 5 games in place in league bi mu score 5 goals move to Estonia straight away he settled in first game came in the Europa qualifiers and then mu score he scored 3 goals in the European qualifiers you are talking about levels European is not the same level as European competition is not the same level as the English League 2 at the end of the day. And then not only that, national team be 4 starter Abdoulaye Cissé scored. And then every competition we go yobu, they have every single competition boom them. Then they want okay, level B is low, but then he was going up a level, going to the national team, and then he kept doing it. The same year you were playing in the local league. And then I think he has an exceptional year.
Chama, fi nga bëgg a dugal doo fa dugal. Mooy Demba Sane fi mu dugal boppam man doo fa dugal. Man dama ne levels foofu laa yem.
Kamay Demba Sane suma waaji. Yaa ngi dugal suma koto bi suma scouser bi.
Waaw gis naa William ko tontu tamit. Alors ça kay li defante moom doo dugal foofu. Man daal this my own opinion di man loolu man lii laa wax waaw regaay ñu jox ma mu ñaanal
waaw mooy loolu guys yéen a ko dégg that is our team of the year maybe we don't have an explicit one because we have this agreement on some rules but let us know what you think who have been the best Gambian players in 2024 and then we can look forward to 2025. Hopefully, our players do better in 2025. We see more Gambians moving into the top leagues. And then finally, for my close here, guys, before I get them chair, in 2025, what are your expectations in terms of Gambian football? So if you wrap up, you call it a night, you call it a day. Man, no, call it a night.
For now,
Think I could do it direct. You wrap.
Gambian football, understand? Yeah, the introduction of this youth league summit, it can help. It's a very big positive. Understand? Yeah, so that's not good much because we are not coming. Not 17. We are not going to compete. And our World Cup qualifies I think is it in March also? March now qualifies World Cup. So we are just expecting us to at least to have how to call it, have a good run. Understand? Who knows? We might even qualify to the World Cup. With the football already. Understand? But we want let's just have a decent run. Understand? We should usual points in go to the league. Understand? Because we have to we have to play against Ivory Coast, Burundi. Understand? Hopefully, still understand? You can go to boy compete, muna qualify to the under 17s and yeah, muna continue. Basically, I expect that. So much, to be honest, so much because lu ñu war a def more is the grassroots level ñu liggéey si bu baax a baax locally
develop ko.
than above.
Yeah, guys, yéen a ko dégg guys. Ana Buba foog naa moom lost dafa naa fa signing game. But anyways, if you're watching us, thank you for joining us. It's been a while since we did this, but we are happy to be back. And hopefully better and more insightful discussions about Gambian football, and hopefully we'll have some interesting guests in 2025 to present to you guys on our platform. Thank you for 2024. Thank you for following us. Thank you for liking our videos. Thank you for subscribing of course to the channel, and always giving us the support that we want. But just continue doing that, and hopefully we will bring more exciting content for you guys on this platform. Che, ma jox la final word bi nga close.
Waaw Chama yow kañ close nga yow di nga lu ma doon nga ko xam nga di leen rek see you next week inshallah.
Yeah, yéen ngeen def guys, yéen bi next week inshallah. Good day, good night.